Foda-se! I was having way too much trouble setting up the stream today. I'm sorry. Youkosaur! Hi everyone! Welcome! Welcome to story time with Grandma who can't work with technology. Observe all the same. Bad fight. Alright, that was quick. I hope you shit yourself, Ape. Ape, I'm gonna raise the price for the farts just because of you. I wanna see you go bankrupt. Let's see. What's new today? What's new today? Do you guys notice anything different on me? Besides the glasses? I'm not sure. Well, I don't know how to stream, even though it's been 4 years. I still haven't learned how this works. But I wanted to say that today I am using the 1980 filter is missing. Oh shit, I'm sorry. Wait, where's the little pals? No! Ow! Caralho, foda-se. Espera. Calm down. Jesus. So I was setting up stream and I forgot everything. I just opened Twitch, integrated touring system. I just opened Mix It Up. I just opened Stream Avatars. Oh, there you go. Sorry, little fishies. Get some chicken nuggets. There you go. Please don't starve. I'm sorry. yeah, I exist. Did you cut your hair? Nah, hell no. I'm not gonna cut my hair. What happens is that I am using a better facial tracker. I don't know if you guys can tell the difference or not, but my mouth is a little bit more fluid. My head is a little bit more fluid. I can make my facial expressions with more ease because I am using my iPhone. Finally, I'm using my iPhone's tracking for VTube Studio. The thing is that I really just needed. I'll help you. Wait. There you go. I think you got one. I think I helped you get one. Yeah, you got one. So the thing is, I'm using my iPhone for its intended purpose, which is being used as a camera for VTube Studio. The problem was that even though I had the phone, I still had to pay $20 because of the app. You can have the app for free, but if you don't pay the pro version on the iPhone, it will not connect to the computer for more than a few minutes. It will always be disconnecting, and it's gonna be a pain in the ass. Also, watermark. By the way, I forgot to tell you, we can't post comments on YouTube that are disabled on your last 3 videos. Sério? Wait, for real? What's wrong? comentários estão desativados. O que é que eu fiz? What did I do? What is this bullshit? How do you... Ah, no. Hell no. What is this? Software. Direitos autoriais. No. It can't be it. Why are my... Do they think that my channel is a channel for kids and they just decided to disable my comments on my YouTube streams just because? Just because of my fucking cartoon? Is that it? E agora, pá? E agora? How do I fix this? Guys, I don't know how to re-able? How to enable again comments on YouTube? I didn't realize that all my live streams were like that, like blocked on it. Oh, foda-se. Great, more tech issues for me. Yippee! Vai direto ao assunto. Guys, I have the most atrocious setup right now. So, my phone is charging. And even though it's charging, the battery keeps going backwards. The power is not enough. So I was at 50% and now I'm at 44%. And I think I need to get a charger, for fuck's sake. Why are iPhone chargers so shit? Like, I confess, I found my current charger in the trash. Yes, I was in the park and someone had left a few cables there and I brought them. And then the outlet adapter, I'm using the same one that I had from my last phone. I think it's from my last phone. Well, it's still a good adapter. It does charge, the cables work, it charges my phone, but the combination is not very good and I can't tell if it's the adapter that's dying or the cable that it's dying, but I do think it's the adapter because of some tests I did. So, I have this setup where I have my controller, my gamepad, Xbox controller inside of a box. Then I have that Wii U thingy that you use for your gamepad. The support for your Wii U gamepad. Come on, guys, everyone knows what the Wii U is. And then I have my phone on it, but sideways because I was not being able to work with the phone being on the vertical, and then me trying to charge it and then breaking my charger's neck. You see how it is. So it's sideways. And then I have a single purple pen on the back of my phone, so it's tilted slightly forward. Yeah. I am an engineer. Wii U, what's that? Some kind of MMO for the Wii? Oh, it's a console! It's a console and it was a very good console when I bought it. You guys were just pussies. All of this for me to be able to bop my head a little bit better, for me to do my facial expressions. But yeah, I would say that the experiment is a success. Next step is for me to start making a proper Vtuber model, because I confess this model started as a test, and that's why it has so little pixels. So I started making it, and then I realized I was too far into the model, and I just kept going. And you know that Simpsons meme where Mogu eating ape's feet? He's upside down here. No. If you see that Simpsons meme where Homer is like in shape and he turned his back and he has a bunch of clips holding his flesh together, that's how my VTuber model is. So I need to make a new one so that my mouth shapes are more proper. Maybe I can do some better hair physics. I have no idea how these work. At some point it looks like they're going backwards. But yeah, Diana's still working, and now I can be a little bit more expressive. Please do pay attention to my model. I'll be very sad if you guys don't notice the difference. Yeah, the tracking is definitely better. So my puppeteering will actually work. Trust me, guys. Next thing. Remember that Discord announcement, guys? Remember that Discord announcement that you guys were putting it full of mpreg emotes? Well, for those who are not on Discord, there is an announcement where I had a promo on coffee. Yeah, on coffee. It's like a coffee incentive. So every month or so, I try to make a raffle, counting the donations on coffee and put them in the wheel from like the beginning of the month and the end of the month. And then I put the donations on the wheel and spin a random name. And that was to motivate people into donating on coffee. So yeah, I held those raffles. But what happened is that since the last one in February, I didn't do any else. So it was taking a lot of time. What? Stop talking about feet! Yes, I was eating his feet, but it's not like I like feet. It's just because it was the first thing there. And it was either his feet or his fig leaf. And I'd rather have the feet. So I didn't make any other raffle since February. So what I announced on Discord is that I'm gonna take all the donos names since March 1st and well yesterday what day was yesterday? 26th of September, yeah. And I'm gonna spin the wheel independently if they were one-time donations or monthly donations, because I do have one person subscribing on my coffee. Thank you very much, even though I don't post much there, but it does help keep me going. Thank you, I appreciate it. Photos, you guys scare me. Don't fly off like that. Sorry. So yeah, the thing is we're gonna be spinning the wheel. I got scared by YouTube, my bad. Spin the wheel, where is it? No, this is the game. And there's one thing, before we spin the wheel, I just want to say that part of this atrocious setup for the iPhone is that I can no longer use my phone to see Twitch chat. So how am I seeing Twitch chat, you guys ask? I downloaded some shady program on the YouTube that allows me to make some kind of overlay. So I'm on OBS right now, so I can see myself. And if you guys talk, not only can I see your chat on OBS, but I can see it on the top left corner of my computer. And that's how I... Let's spin the wheel of bread. No, calma, espera, wait. So I'm gonna be testing that. I can see your messages here on my screen as if I had a Twitch overlay over the computer in general. And the messages disappear after 2 minutes if there's no activity. So I hope it works. I hope it doesn't like fail midway and I think that either you guys died or the program did. Yeah, the bad thing about this program is that you cannot play on full screen. You have to play on borderless window or on window mode. You cannot play on full screen, and that is a little bit shitty because I don't like seeing my tab. So since we're playing Misericorde, hi doggy, Youkosaur. Since we are playing I'll keep it alive with slots. Thank you, Clog. Since we are playing Misericorde, I was checking in on the game settings, and it doesn't have a borderless window mode, but it does have a window mode, and it's small. But then I hit it against the ceiling of the computer, and it gets some sort of borderless full screen. Doggo. She's using the free version with ads. I'm not using the free version with ads. This program is free, yes. You're talking about VTube Studio. I just paid 24.99 € for it. Jesus Christ. Did someone say... Did someone say... What were you going to say, Kazunagi? Yeah, let's spin the wheel. I have it right here. What is it? What is it? What is it? PNG. It sounds. YouTube. Timer. It must be near the games. Let's see. Atong! Where did I put it? Wheel of Fortune, Doko. I found it. What happened to it? What? Did I kill it? Eita porra! Now I see it. Sheesh! What is this? What the fuck? Ah! It's huge! What happened? Oh my god. Oh, I hate this. Automatic default size. Oh, load. Transform. Edit transform. Position size. Let's make it 300 pixels by 300 pixels and not 9,000 by 9,000. Where? Agora ficou no canto! I can't see it. How about fit to screen? There we go. Okay, I don't know what happened. I just decided to spaz out a little bit. A big black screen. Yeah, that's what happened. Well, on YouTube, it's gig. Oh no! No! Wait. Pals on YouTube, can you send a message on Twitch chat, please? Can you send a message on Twitch chat? I want to see if the new app I'm using picks it up. YouTube, it's lagging. Oh, porra. Foda-se. Let me check here. Wait, I can try. Go here. Go here. Ah. Does it show up on the other side? Oh, oh! I need to fix it. Okay, the bot, Restream bot, is not being recognized by my new app. It's fine now. Hey, I didn't do anything. I think so. Or maybe I closed one window. Ow! Oh. Settings. Twitch pop-up. Save. Even though I'm not gonna be talking here. Ah. Works. B. Okay, now I can see. So huge. It depended on the configuration overlay that I was using. If I used their default, it wasn't showing up Restream bot. Now it shows Restream bot. Yes, because it's like a mini Twitch chat. It does have a space for me to chat in, but I can't use it because then I have to log in and then I have to get my passwords and that's a lot of work. Okay, so this is the wheel. This is the wheel right here. And yes, the wheel has a lot of Lexis because she is my one monthly donator. And you have Beans and you have Skohui. And I'm gonna spin and get a name. And as soon as I can start working on something. I didn't really think if it were gonna be a headshot or a chibi. It's really not defined yet, but I just want to have something done. I don't want to leave people waiting. Oh fuck, Kimono friends. Okay, spin! No, wrong button, huh? Spin! Well, we almost had equal chances with Skohui and Beans, but congratulations, Lexi! You are the winner of my fucked up very late raffle. I think I need to work on the rest of the phone art for you though. It's not rigged, it's just a very, very huge size difference. Yes, I still have some phone art to do. I'm doing chibis still for 2-3 people, and then I have the monochrome to do and full art commission yet to do. Yes, it's something I'm gonna be doing, like paying a mortgage. It's gonna be a very long time. Let me just close here. What was I thinking about? I was stressed yesterday and the whole week because I have to draw. I'm working on a fanzine, a project on Instagram, and I have art and updates duo a few dates that they have set, and I'm a little bit late on it, or at least I wish I had more. I don't think I am technically late. But it's hard! I don't know how to do with the colors! And I haven't had much time to draw, and then I go to the computer with the time and energy I have, and I go like, do I go draw? Do I go draw for myself and for other responsibilities? Do I go game? Sometimes I just want to game, or most likely I just want to game lately because I'm tired. I don't want to burn out from just drawing and drawing and drawing. So if I feel like I have to game, I'm just gonna go and distract myself. No thoughts, no world, just me and the Hollow Knight, the bug. Hi, Lord Coffee and Youkosaur, welcome. Oh man, I need water. Better. Tracking is so good it can still recognize me drinking and looking. The problem with my webcam, my 720p webcam that I was using, is that it would have trouble recognizing where my eyes were going. Can I look down? I look up and look left and right. I cannot look down. Well, that's okay. I think it's because I'm wearing glasses, but I do need these glasses if I'm playing on the computer. Yeah, let's get to the nun game. I don't think I have anything else I need to update you guys on. I talked about my new setup, the new tracking, the Wheel of Fortune. I forgot one thing. It's just that today, it's September, it's last stream of September, and that means we'll be getting Sora next week. So next Saturday, I'm gonna be starting with the spooky games, or as spooky as they can be, because I cannot really handle horror. But I'm very excited to continue Amanda the Adventure 2. I got that game after finishing the first one, and I still haven't finished, and I really want to play the game. My cat is watching your stream. Kitty! Yum 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 yum. Yum 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 yum. More chances for double banger with Diana. Unfortunately, I don't really feel like drawing Yuri at the moment. I don't know when that will pass. Sometimes I think about it, but that little wheel of drawing goes out really quick, so I don't know when we'll be getting more Diana art in general, unless it's some doodle. Yeah. I wanted to draw. I wanted to be normal, and I also wanted to have more energy to draw. But the world is not fair. Actually, the world fucking sucks right now. And I'm gonna switch scenes. Control Alt? No, Control Shift. Yeah, okay. No BGM. My nose is itchy again. Please, God, no, no. No. It's the dust because my desk is very dusty and I didn't. Well, since I moved things out of places for this new setup, the dust started moving around, you see? Doko game. You guys, shrink. Game, show up. Can the game show up? Do I need to select it? Of course I need to select it. I also need to make it visible. Ah, Misericorde, volume 1. Hi. Visible. It's not on full screen, but it seems to be working. So, yeah. Let's continue. Ah, shucks. Wish I could remove the option to chat on Twitch here on this setup. Load. Photos. I, I, I can't see. I can't see. Is the game working? Yeah, okay. After what couldn't have been more than an hour, I awoke with a start and a what? Wait a second. I awoke with a start and a yelp. Ah, okay. After a moment, I realized I was sitting straight in the bed, with my fists raised. Sleep may have taken me, however briefly, but I suppose I could at least take some comfort in the discovery that I would have been ready if any attacker had made their way into my room. However good my skinny fist would do against a broadsword, at least. It was dead quiet, save for a light whipping off the wind and a few crows in the distant woods. I've heard you are going to play Fatal Frame. It's a very cute game. I don't know who you heard that from because I never heard of Fatal Frame. What game is that? My eyes adjusted to the darkness after a few moments. I steadied myself and then crept out of bed, sliding my nightgown over my head. I wasn't going to be able to sleep, not until I could be sure I was safe from whatever horrid creature had menaced me earlier. I placed an ear on the door, just to check if my little squeak upon waking up had alerted anyone. Silence. The stone walls between us were thick then. Carefully, I opened my door. Mercifully, it wasn't excessively creaky. Dang, 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 dang. Oh, it is creepy, the music. Dang, 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 dang. Continue. While there was a little moonlight leaking through the threshold to the landing, it was far too dark to go exploring without a light. I remembered Eustace and the others had been holding candles when they came to check on things earlier, so surely there must be. Aha! I hadn't spent much time in the dormitory's main room. Sure enough, there was a brick. brick I can't see! Folders. A pricket holding a slightly droopy candlestick resting on the simple mantel above the fireplace. I held a hand in front of the iron hearth cover. I couldn't feel much warmth, but I had to try. What is an iron hearth? Is it like an oven? Oven. I'm fucking stupid. I meant the fireplace. Is it like an oven? Thank you for the head pet trainer. So like a fireplace. Portuguese. Ow! Pera, I have to move chat to the other side because I can't. Now! Ah! This is me doing it. Am I stupid? No. Wait, that's you doing it! Pera. I'ma put it here. Alright, okay. I put Twitch chat to the other side so I could see. I forgot that I have a shortcut to throw things at me! It's F9, which is the same program that I use to unlock this overlay thingy. Ooh, is the music getting too loud? Please let me know if you think that the music should be a little louder or a little lower. I'm just gonna lower on my headset so I can focus. She took too much head damage now. Also, I don't know what game was that you talked about. You can enlighten me if you want. The cover was quite heavy. I did my utmost not to make a sound. My nose is so itchy on the outside, like the S of the nostril. I can't explain this very well. As I pulled it out of the way, just enough to peer into the fireplace itself. Sure enough, a little gust of warmth billowed out. The fire had been kindled. No, the fire had been banked with ash, just as I had done many times in myself. Why am I lagging on YouTube? Are you sure it's not you? Oh, I can also close this window. According to OBS, my transmission is just fine. Carefully, I stretched my hand into the fireplace to brush some of the gray dust off of the embers before touching the candlestick to it. Eventually, the wick took, and I had a little light on my own. I nearly dropped the candle in surprise. A noise had come from one of the adjoining bedrooms. Oh god, what is this? No, it's just Madoka. I thought it was my phone saying it was dying. Okay, the phone is now at 39. It's still decreasing even though it's charging. It's not strong enough, but we're still alive, so it's good. Terrified, I scrambled out of the dormitory as fast as I could, just as one of the doors swung open. I held a hand over the candlestick's flame in an attempt to hide the flickering light. I could hear hushed voices. Ah! Carrying out of the room in the hallway. Dars! What? Where did I put the candle? I don't know. Damn it. Ow! What is this violence? I just got here and you choose violence kaiju source. Youkosaur, fuck you. I've got one here, hang on. Give it here then. Honestly, what are you like? Very talented and smart. Not what I was thinking at this particular moment. What's wrong? Nothing. A moment later, I could see orange light emanating through... Focus. Oh, I need to. Now, this is me doing it again. Control Shift F9. Stop! Porra! How did I Control Alt F9? Ow, okay. Oh my god, I need to change this. Wait, settings? No. Toggle interactable? Esta merda, pá. No! I'm sorry for hitting myself so many times. I was just trying to make this work. Control Alt F set. Bring to the top. Oh my god, this program is killing me. Guess I'm gonna have to put this here. Because I can't read chat properly. Not chat, the text. Like, the only way for me to see YouTube messages is using the Twitch overlay on this app. But if I use this Twitch overlay, it occupies a lot more space. The other one is more simple. Because I don't need to see the leaderboards and chat area to talk. But I need to use this overlay or else I can see. To which, I mean, oh, OBS, no, food. I'm all fried off the brain today. I can't see YouTube messages of otherwise because restream bot is not being recognized in other overlays. Shucks. Okay, let's see if it works. A moment later, I could see orange light emanating through the threshold into the hallway. My breath was shallow and ragged as I tried to stay as quiet as possible, and I was still turned at an awkward angle to hide my own candlelight. Come on then. Yeah, sorry, I thought I heard something. Maybe it's a ghost. Ooh, Darcy, shut up. Let's be careful what we joke about. Who's joking? Eustace had no answer for this and turned away from the landing back into the dormitory. I heard a few footsteps and finally a door closing. My god, don't get tricked, girl. As stealthily as I could, I left my hiding place and scurried down the hall. As quietly as I could manage, I moved through the hallway towards the spot where the apparition had emerged. I held for a moment as I passed the Misericorde, straining to hear if anyone was behind the door. If there was, I couldn't hear them. I continued onward, my heart beginning to beat out of my chest. What was I doing? The way I saw things, I was in danger no matter where I was. That thing could either kill me in my sleep or catch me out in the halls. I was woefully unprepared in either scenario, and perhaps more importantly, I had a weak sense of curiosity about the whole situation. Oh no, curiosity killed the nun. I padded over to the spot I was sure I had seen the figure behead the poor creature. Just as before, no blood. The large door that had given us all a start was still closed, now merely wobbling gently in the lighter wind. Slowly but surely, I walked towards the door, scanning the floor for any signs of blood. There was nothing. Darcy laced your ale, I'm calling it. Yeah, maybe. Maybe we were drugged. I reached the large wooden door itself. Presumably, the swordsman would have had to left through this doorway into the night to disappear after their hideous ritual. Curiosity got the better of me. She opened the door. With the trepidation, I slowly pushed open the door, hoping that its creaking wouldn't echo down the halls too loudly. I wedged it open just enough to slip through myself, but... Not again! The force of the door closing blew out my candle. Still rattled from the sudden sound, I retreated from the doorway. I stood in the near pitch darkness once again, although this time I felt more irritated than terrified. Pale moonlight leaking through the main hallway was all I had left to navigate with. They should invest in some lanterns, real. Real. I held a hand against the wall and slowly walked back the way I came. The windows running along the hallway that looked down into the cloister finally came into view, so I at least had some inkling of where I was now. The game is a survival horror game where the main defense mechanic is the camera obscura, a special camera that can capture and seal vengeful spirits. Translation is hard. I see, but I never heard of it. But as a priority, as far as I know, for October, is for me to finish Amanda and hopefully at least one ending with another girl in Little Goody Two Shoes because they're making 2 years and I still haven't 100% of the game because I'm a coward and I don't want to see the girls suffer. I love them too much to 100% the game. It's like the Delta one. No, Undertale dilemma. Yay, Doom Duty! Heading away from the confounded door, I could see the path back to the hall that my old cell was located in. I stood for a moment, taking it in. I felt a supernatural pull towards the old hallway. As I stepped closer, however, I could hear a strange whistling sound. I also haven't 100% the game and I never will. I mean, I could 100% the game if I just skipped everything and went straight for the dates and see what the difference is of the final game. At home. I mean, I could do that, but I also wanted to stream most of the game possible. So I'm torn. I want to stream the game so more people get to know about the game, but it makes me suffer. The bad endings make me sad. Okay, and I feel bad for crying on stream. I felt a chill run up my spine, and decided I would actually much prefer to be in bed after all. Oh boy, spooky, scary skeleton. I headed back to the hallway to the dormitory, past the library and Misericorde. Out of the corner of my eye, however, I saw a black shape below the landing. There was someone in the cloister. I held my breath and watched as the figure paced around the grass. Their head was down, and I realized that they could not yet see me. They were looking away from the landing, although at what I could not determine. They were looking at something. Me playing Trails in the Sky 1 chapters, it's so good. I also don't know that game, I'm sorry. My heart pounding once more, I hid behind a pillar that poked my head around to watch. The figure stood still for a few moments more. Ippy. Shit. A part of me I had never met bade me to stay and observe, too curious to escape just yet. Just who, or what, was this monster? With a dramatic turn, they suddenly left the center of the cloister and disappeared into the shadows around the edge of the lawn. At first, I squinted to try and make out where they were going, until a far more intelligent part of me realized this creature could be heading up the stairs. I'm not seeing the geographic strategy here. I crept onwards as quickly and quietly as I could, back to the imaginary safety in my bed. It was far too strange out in the halls at night. I mean, it could be Dars or Eustace since they were sneaking out at night to do girly things, I don't know. Maybe some more visions. I made it back inside my small room without a peep. I let out a deep, relieved sigh. As well as feeling terrified, I felt a little embarrassed. I zoned out for a second, and then I heard them make out. Yeah, they were definitely making out at night. I don't know where. And definitely doing more of those rugs. As well as feeling terrified, I felt a little embarrassed. My first investigative venture had ended without so much of a hint of a clue. But I was also terrified. I got onto the mattress once more, but I dared not shut my eyes. Instead, I sat facing the door and removed the candle from the cricket I held. The pitiful metal spike would have to serve as my weapon if that ghoul came to my door. I mean, it could be anyone! You just saw some shadows, you don't know what it is! Isn't this a Yuri game? When do we get to that? Patience, young monkey, patience. They did not appear. What's the audio? Is the audio too loud? Too low? I don't understand exactly the volume of OBS showing me. I just know it's not true. Because sometimes it's in the red and I know I'm not killing anyone's ears. I sat like that all night, clinging steadfast to my weapon and going over everything in my head. Before I knew it, morning came. Yippee! You didn't sleep! I dutifully leapt out of bed and dressed as quickly as I could. Girl did an all-nighter looking at the door, oh my god. As I pinned my cowl together, I mused over the best way to face the day. No days ahead. No days ahead. Oh yeah, not just one day, lots of them. I furrowed my brow and concentrated as hard as I could. The mist that had been lingering in my mind since the superior snatched me out of my cell was evidently here to stay. And if I were to make any forward progress on the task at hand, I would simply have to deal with it. First of all, for the health of my own soul, I would strive to attend all services and meals, no matter how terrified I was. Yeah, girl, eating meals is good for you. However, I may have embarrassed myself on the day prior. It wouldn't do to give up on ingratiating myself to others. Not sure I understand. Youkosaur Falcor, why you call me stinking? That's mean. I know I haven't taken a bath in two centuries, but still. And more to the point, now that I was no longer an anchoress, this is how I would maintain my worship. I could not compromise on this any further than I had already. Mysterious demonic figures be damned. I would not let the evil win. I had broken a sacred oath, but I would sleep no further. This fear that I felt, the danger that I faced, so be it, I thought. Secondly, Angela was the only sister who didn't show up last night after I screamed. It was quite possible that she was fast asleep, or simply didn't care. Suppose ingratiating would mean doing people favors. I don't know. I don't know what that means either, but I think that she just wants to act normal around everyone. But it was at the very least something I could follow up for whenever the superior next asked me if I had any leads. Yeah, let's snitch on Angela. Also, let's light up the living room. Lights. Water. Ugh. What is that emote? Lizard. Ah! I seriously thought it said whore in there. I'm seeing so bad. Where was I? There was plenty else swirling. Ay, porra! But I just drank! I just drank something, goddammit! Ah! Lizard, 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 lizard. Lizard, wizard, and King Gizzard. Oh my god. Having a stroke reading that. Sunny, come! It's bow bow time, Sunny. Now, calm down. Easy there. It's just mom doing whatever behind the door. Calm the fuck down. Bow, 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 bow. Shh, Sunny. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, little baby. Not working, okay. There was plenty else swirling around in my head, but it would have to wait. Hello? Just checking. Why is she doing at Eustace's? I opened the door to the... Sunny! Stop interrupting me! Fail! I opened the door to see that Eustace had already turned to leave, apparently satisfied knowing I was up and about. Oh, it was Eustace that was checking on her, okay. Darcy saw me and gave me a friendly wave before following her bespectacle friend. Just say wife, okay? Just go straight to the point. A few of the others were shuffling out of the dormitories and into the hallway behind her. They seemed not to have noticed me at all. Yeah, nobody cares. In the chapel, I tried to find myself a spot in the pews that was neither too close or too far away from the others to be noticeable. What are you doing over here all by your lonesome? All by yourself on a Monday morning, handsome. So much for that. I smiled weakly at her as she sidled in next to me. Mary's so cute. I think she's my only friend in this goddamn place. Pissing all by yourself. No, no pissing in the morning church. No, bad clog. Service itself went well. I threw myself into the worship, but I had a lingering feeling of shame that I could not shake during prayer. Between breaking my oath and interrupting a service by vomiting all over the place, I was increasingly worried about my standing in the eyes of the Lord. Ah, okay, she's feeling that kind of worry and shame. Understandable. I worried as hard as I prayed. Perhaps harder, if I'm being entirely truthful. It was with some relief that the liturgy ended when it did. The worries had been whining out for most of the service. Breakfast consisted of a thin, warm oat pottage. The girls are fighting. I mean, the girls want to fight, but they need to bet money for it. Damn, 200! Oh my god, let's see. Anyone doing a critical hit? Oof. Oh my god, Ape is winning. Oh! Ape dodge! What? A critical hit on Clog and... Oh shit! Rip! Rip Clog, congrats Ape. Rigged! Continuing. It was interesting watching the others eat. For the first time, I felt like I was seeing some of my fellow nuns, less than completely put together. Little pieces of conversation floated around the table, but for the most part it was quiet. It was a quiet affair. How much did he pay you, Miss Streamer? He paid nothing. The only payment he does is reducing my patience. There was nothing for it. Sister Angela? What is it, Sister Hedwig? What did you get up to last night? Oh my god, she's starting the interrogations. I slept. I tried to ignore the snorts and giggles that arose from the others. Why are they mocking me, bitches? I thought we all hated Angela, come on! I turned bright red and returned to my meal. So much for that avenue of investigation. It's true, I'm sure. She sleeps like a log, Catherine with a K said. Catherine then leaned over her plate and whispered to me in such a manner that ensured everyone could hear. Don't worry, Hedwig. You'll get her next time. What do you mean, get her, huh? Wait, no, I'm not interested. No, not that kind of getting. When everyone had finished eating, the superior stood to address the table. Everyone shifted in their seats to look more alert. Oh, all except for Angela, who had already been sitting with her back perfectly straight throughout the entire meal. Hedwig, Eustace, if you'd follow me. Angela, clear up if you would. Yes, ma'am. Yes, Abbas. Oh my god, we are going to detention! Angela made a show of rising to her feet. Of course, Abbas. Bitch. I hope you trip and fall and break your pancreas. I could feel her staring daggers into my back as Eustace and I followed the superior outside. Oh, I'm scared. She led us inside, towards the stair to the second floor of the main building. Where are we going? To the library. Eustace is going to help you get started with your work. Oh, yes, of course. I was the chronicler after all. I don't know, man, but I thought I was starting to sound too mean to Angela, so I was trying to dilute the anger a little bit. Tone it down, yeah. I realized as we crested to the stairs that I didn't actually know what that meant. I have my own work to do, just so you know. I'm sure Hedwig will only need your assistance with the very basics. Biblioteca. The library was a very odd room indeed. I had pictured it as a regimented hall with organized bookshelves lining the walls, perhaps with a long table in the middle for a shared reading space. In reality, it was certainly a room with many bookshelves and a table, but it was as if someone had squashed the idea in my head to fit into this second floor room. Oh, it's cramped as hell, okay. The table was off kilter. The books were scattered across the shelves, seemingly at random. It isn't much. It's wonderful! I could see Eustace raise an eyebrow out of the corner of my eye. I suppose she had expected me to balk at the state of the room. Pero. No, I think it's my mom over there, okay. I suppose she had expected me to balk at the state of the room, but I was thrilled to be in the presence of so much scripture again. Ah, back to the roots. The nerd. Do you guys want me to try to give Eustace that kind of voice? You know what I'm talking about. Give her a nosy kind of voice. A nasal kind of nerdy voice. Should I try to do that to Eustace, or is that a little bit mean? I like Eustace. It's just that I don't know how to give these characters voices. The weirder they are, the easier it is for me. She adorbs. I'll make it a poll. Nerdy actually voice for Eustace. Eustace. I don't know why I wrote it all in caps, but be it. You'll have 1 minute to vote. If you want me to do a nerdy voice for her, I'll try. It won't last long, I think. I didn't even make more accent or try to today. Not only that, but there was something about the disorganization that spoke to me. Yeah, the beauty in chaos. I've certainly had the most charm of any. It certainly had the most charm of any of the rooms beyond my cell I'd visit yet. You surprised me. Thank you for the vote of confidence. She's sweating. It is rather topsy-turvy in here. I have a system. Have I ever lost anything? I suppose I cannot argue with results. That's right. Anyway, this desk in the corner, this was Catherine's. You'll be sharing this space with Eustace often, I imagine. I see. Hey, is this? Are you my new BFF? Oh my god, 3 votes for yes. Alright, the people have spoken. Oh shit, I skipped a message. Trying to close the... Trying to close this, I accidentally opened it. Pera, pera, pera. I was led to a little desk in the corner, closest to the hallway door. I can be saving here. I hadn't noticed it when we'd walked in. The whole thing was obscured by a pile of books and folded up documents. It was almost like I had my own little room, with walls I could peer over. Oh my god, she's the opposite of claustrophobic. She needs the walls! These large books are what you'll be writing in. And I will be writing the events of each day previous, as well as details of any important correspondence. Ah, she's your history! Your computer history, okay. Oh, right. She yearns for the cubicle. Of course, chronicling. Yeah, she basically registers everything. That means we can see maybe the registers of Catherine. Maybe see if she has something interesting before the day she died. That would be... Nah, maybe they thought about this already. But who knows? Maybe they're missing something. I mean, I'm the expert in books here. Maybe I could find something they couldn't. Oh, nice ball you have there, Falpor. Cubicle. Cubey mentioned. I tapped my forehead in an attempt to make a knowing gesture. Yes, very smart. Eustace will sort through any mail we receive and put anything important on your desk to be noted. Then you can pass the documents to her for filling. I have a system. Yes, she always has a system. I don't know if this is the voice yet, but I'll continue trying. I need more Eustace lines, please. Well, if you have any more questions, I'm sure Eustace will be happy to assist you. I must go and make my rounds with the other sisters before attending to my own work. Eustace and I gave bowing nods to the abbess as she left the room. As soon as the door closed, Eustace shuffled over to her own desk on the opposite side of the room to mine, with its own piles of bric-a-brac threatening to topple over at any minute. Ah, yeah, her system. I dropped my fingers on the desk for a moment before reaching for one of the massive, empty books the superior had indicated. Leather books. I opened it up and marveled at the blank pages. For the first time in a while, I felt like I was back where I belonged. That is, until I picked up a quill. I soon realized that without a scripture to transcribe, I was at a total loss confronted with white paper. So, like translating stuff? What should I write? Do you think? That's your job, not mine. Yeah, well, it's all a bit new to me, so now that I think about it. I would have thought you'd given it quite a bit of thought before deciding to leave yourself. Well, I wanted to say that I hadn't decided that at all, but I couldn't. Be that as it may, it is a little different actually being here. What are you working on? Cataloging. What's that? It's something that's very difficult to do if someone is talking to you. Well, bitch. Oh, I'm sorry. We sat in silence for a minute. I stared at the blank pages in front of me again, for a moment feeling a little stung. Come on, I'll show you. I hadn't noticed Eustace walking over to my side of the room. She was looking over my wall of books with a nonsense expression on her face. I stood up, not wanting to irritate her any further. The library houses a lot of scripture, obviously, but it also carries many other books and documents. For example, recipes or songbooks. Over here, we have a little chess section A whole section for chess?
Yes. I didn't intend for it.
Thing just sort of ended up that way. How's that? I have a clue about that.
Well, I have a small budget for procuring requests, and some people here got really into chess.
I see.
Let's see, some gardening books. Darcy reads those, obviously. Some history books. Tarot.
What on earth is tarot?
You know, fortune telling.
Fortune telling! Witchcraft! Heresy! Burn the library! Who on earth would meddle with that kind of thing in here?
You'd be surprised.
I was shook! The more I discovered about this abbey, the more it felt like I was occupied by a horde of sarabans. She's like, this isn't the church at all! What's become of these people? Exterminantes, what? Istas ran her fingers over the spines of some of the books, clearly looking for something.
Ah, here's some classical stuff. Greek plays and so on, and histories. That was all Catherine's apartment, make no mistake. Actually.
She gestured idly around. How do I? H for hide and print. I wanted to take a print of these chibis. The art is so cute. I wish we could see more of it. She gestured idly around us with one arm.
Most of this place was. She read everything in here at least once, I'd imagine.
Wow. That's impressive.
Well, I've heard all of it twice or more, but yes, it is fairly impressive.
What's in there? I put it at the door off to one side of the room, nestled between messy shelves.
Ah, that's the other half of my job.
She produced the ring of keys. Bunch of keys out of nowhere. We librarian now. Yeah, I met a Youkosaur. I just imagine her taking a big ol' ring of keys out of her imaginary pocket for this. Who up librarian? Me, I'm up librarian. She produced the ring of keys and inserted one into the door, fiddling with it for a moment before unlocking it with a loud clunk. Inside was another storage room of sorts. Only instead of books, it was filled with boxes, chests, and what could only be described as a horde of miscellanea. Ah, another part of her system. I see how it is.
This is where we keep some of the Abbey's most notable possessions. We got some relics, some weed.
You have relics here?
Steady on, nothing particularly interesting. I'm actually not sure how many of them are real.
I hope it's not somebody's cranium or pinky toe or something. Some saint's remains, you know what I'm talking about? Those are considered relics, I guess.
It's a bit of a racket, relics.
Skeletons in the closet, no! Sane, para! Não! Tá quieto! A bee-headed goat would be terribly convenient. Yeah, it would. Oh, Mosca, sai daqui. Not you two. Pera.
Para! Now! Bow, bow, bow! Para!
Shoo! Não! Isso, senta aí, quietinho.
You wouldn't believe how many people claim they have the only prepuce.
Que é isto, pá? Prepuc.
In a vault somewhere.
The holy what?
It's best you don't ask.
Oh, okay. Proceed then. Proceed.
The point is, if you took every piece of the true cross on display around the world, and put them together, it'll be taller than the Tower of London.
What is the Tower of London, guys? Is that the Big Ben before it was the Ben and it was just the big, or am I missing something? I don't know what that is. They have the holy hand grenade. Tower of London is a prison. Ah! Prison castle thingy. Oh.
And that's just the Christly relics. With saints, it's even more ridiculous.
Oh no, we come to the pinky toe department now.
It's my job to confirm the provenance of the relics we hold here, and I'm not holding my breath for any of them.
Well, if it is a stinky toe, then I will be holding my breath. I'm sorry. Well, what else do you keep in here?
There's this fellow for starters.
She tapped the breastplate of a suit of armor on display in the corner of the living room. Oh, it's what we have here. On the corner. My heart leapt into my throat. The glint of metal was all too familiar. What is that?
Ah, I suppose you wouldn't know what this is, would you?
Oh, no. I know a suit of armor when I see one. I was just curious if this one holds any particular significance. I'm sure they got a whole foot there somewhere, don't you worry. No! Fuck you, Clog, I don't want it! It's stinky, it's dead, ew! Even if it was alive, I wouldn't want it!
We've been holding it for safekeeping for the Receiver General of some well-to-do estate.
What's a Receiver General?
A well-paid bookkeeper.
Oh. Yeah, I think people have to pay or something to use the library. I hazarded another question that I hoped would sound casual. Here she goes! And you're the only one with a key to this room? What a responsibility.
The Superior also has a key. She's got keys for most things, I would think.
That makes sense. In case one goes missing.
Steady on. Maybe I have one in case hers goes missing.
I glanced around at the piles of assorted bits and pieces scattered around the room. Of course.
Anyway, that just about warps up the tour, I think.
Oh, are you keeping the sword in here by any chance? The silence is deafening. I noticed it was gone from the courtyard. It was there yesterday morning and then gone after evening service. Eustace let out a wrecked sigh and pinched the bridge of her nose. When she spoke, she had an unmistakable air of someone choosing her words very diplomatically.
Yes, Hedwig, I am keeping Catherine's sword here. The Superior asked me to move it.
I'm sorry.
Let's go. We both got work to do.
Fuck you mean the sword? Yes, she was like, oh my gosh, this bitch for real. She ushered me out of the little room back into the library. I sulked to my new desk, well aware I'd overstepped some boundary. Oh no. Eustace sat at her own desk and began sifting through pieces of parchment. Occasionally, she would scribble something in a ledger. From the sound of it, she was taking some feelings out on the paper. We fucked up. I tapped my own quill against the empty book in front of me. I hadn't the foggiest idea what to write, but I needed to do something. I suppose the date was a good place to start as any. Excuse me, but what is the date today?
It's the 11th of November.
Thank you. Oh, fiddle. I wrote today's date, but I'm writing about yesterday. Fuck.
So cross it off.
Right, okay. The 10th of November. On the 10th of November, well, a lot happened, didn't it? I felt a flash of inspiration when I thought of all the things I could write about my life. what the superior had forced me to do, how awkward I had felt about thrust into a double life. But of course, could not do that. I had to focus on the basics, which was harder than it sounded. The sword and the cross, the opening from Warbringer 220, trash metal masterpiece, what? Remember the 5th of November. Do you remember? Na 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 na. Copyright. How did Katrine like to write these things? I do have my own work to do, Hedwig. Oh,
I do have my own work to do, Hedwig.
I know, I'm not sure how best to write things down. Eustace kept scribbling something in her ledger, not answering. Could I take a look at her old chronicles, perhaps?
No, you can't.
Fuck you mean I can't? Well, why?
Because I don't have them anymore.
What? Where are they?
Why are you so intent on pestering me about Katrine?
I just want to know about the damn books! Had started sniffling. I couldn't help it. I bit my lip and tried to control myself, but it was too late. Eustace kept writing in her ledger. It was so quiet I could hear the tear hitting the parchment on my desk in front of me. I wasn't trying to be a pest.
Don't be so modest, you're quite good at it.
I'm not sure I like Eustace anymore. I lurched out of my chair. The precarious pile of books on the desk wobbled, and I could hear glass shattering as I flounced away, sobbing uncontrollably. I fumbled my way deeper into the library. I didn't know where I was going. I just wanted to get away.
Hedwig! Hedwig! Come back!
I could hear her calling after me, but I didn't listen. I ran into the rows of shelves, not paying any attention to where I was going. Even if I had been, it would have been hard to see. I was bawling by that point, with my eyes scrunched up and full of tears. I stumbled around blindly. Man, I feel bad for her. She's trying to do her work as a detective, trying to see who killed her best friend. I heard bawling as balding though. And poor thing, I wanna hug her, and actually I wanna hit Eustace with that leather here on the image. I stumbled around blindly. A few books fell off their shelves as I brushed past. I found a corner in one of the aisles and I fell to a crouch, curling into a little ball and burying my head between my knobbly knees. It was all coming out, the embarrassment, the shame, the anger, and the fear. I'm not sure it was even Eustace's snipey comment that really did me in. Eustace was far less intimidating than the disappearing swordsman, but nevertheless, here I was. It really was quite dark back here. I couldn't tell how far I had gotten into the bookshelves. The library had no windows. All light emanated from a simple chandelier above the desks and the table. I tried to dry my face with my robe, but it didn't do much, considering I was still crying. I felt quite pathetic. Oh, Sunny, não chora, já basta ela. For a little while, I bumped around in the dark, hoping to just stay out of Eustace's earshot. It wasn't long until I staggered into one of the shelves, though, sending books cascading onto my head like hail. I yelped in surprise.
Hedwig?
I looked up to see Eustace standing above me. She looked quite worried.
I'm really sorry, Hedwig.
Will you come back to your desk? Eustace crouched down next to me and took my hands in hers. She squeezed them gently.
I shouldn't have been so rude to you just then. It's not your fault.
Sunny! I'm sorry, could you get your ass back to work? Yeah, it does feel a bit like that.
It's okay, I understand. Let's go and talk about it at your desk. Yeah, Sunny, call it.
No, you don't understand. No one does. No one can.
You're inquisitive because you've never been outside yourself before. It's really not your fault. I'm having a hard time with losing Katrine. I don't know how to handle questions about her.
It's not just that.
What else? What else is there?
I look up at Ilse's face. It was hard in the dark, but I could make out a wary attempt at reassuring smile flickering in her lips. Nothing. Nothing that's to say now, I suppose. I'm all over the place, just in total. Eustace's smile grew, but she looked altogether sadder. She reached out to adjust my messy cowl, then stood up, guiding me back to a standing position with her hand. Uh, it's like Hedwig can't really talk about anything. It's a problem that she has to endure by herself.
Come on, up you go. Let's go back, yeah?
I nodded, still sniffling.
I really am sorry. I was being quite cruel.
It's alright. Don't keep apologizing. You sound just like me. I laughed feebly at my own joke. I just wanted to show that there weren't any hard feelings, even if it was far too early to really know that. Eustace patted me on the shoulder and sat me down in my chair, then adjusted some of the wobbly books back into a slightly less precarious position.
Oh, Sunny, nung di Zapata. That sword killed her, you know. That's why I was a bit texty.
Yes, the superior told me as much. I was just curious because why was the sword left out there? In the cloister, I mean. It seemed so dangerous to leave that sort of thing around. Especially when it had just been used to, oh.
I can see why you'd find it strange, but I think there's a good object lesson for you here. You're not wrong that it's a little odd to leave a sword laying around, but that's because you're an outsider. Listen.
Eustace's voice had returned to its usual monotone register once we'd gotten back to the desk. As she reached out sharply to tilt my chin up, without a shred of tenderness she used to amidst the bookshelves.
Inside and outside aren't value judgments. We're all outsiders to someone. I dare say we'd both feel out of place in Persia.
What is she talking about now? Better, I need water to think. Hold on. First, she calls me. She says I don't understand because I'm an outsider. But now she says we're all outsiders. We don't know shit? No one knows anything? You're saying I don't know the costumes?
Something like that. It might be something even harder to define than customs. History, perhaps.
I didn't expect to feel this alone. We're all Catholic, after all.
I think one of the first things you'll pick up is how little that matters.
I think I'm already there, halfway at least.
I'm sure you had a very specific idea of what life was like for us when you were in your cell that is being challenged by reality.
Oh yeah, the expectations. Gaslight girl, boss gatekeeper. Yes, that's a good way to put it.
Yet you're completely correct. Everyone here is Catholic. We're all oblates. And yet, after only one full day, I've heard cursing, filthy jokes, and downright meanness from the mouths of my sisters. I flushed a little. Not to drag our fight out. I do accept your apology. That's alright. You're not wrong. But that also doesn't make anyone here less Catholic.
Well, it certainly seems like not many people here are holding to the letter.
That doesn't matter.
Doesn't it?
No, I don't think it does. The church encompasses the world so wholly, it's very hard not to be part of it to some degree.
The hypocrisy! Ah! I need to stretch. Ugh. The hypocrisy, the hypocrisy. I'm not sure I understand.
Do you like money?
Truth told, I've never held any money.
Bad example then, perhaps.
No, try to explain.
You at least understand the concept of money, right?
Of course.
Do you think money is fair?
I think money certainly creates an opportunity for unfairness. So in that sense, I think I'd say it's quite a bad thing.
Wow, okay, that's further than I was expecting you to go, actually.
Well, that certainly happens a lot in the Bible, in fact. Here she goes, info dumping. Eustace held up her hand and chuckled softly.
No need to quote the Ecclesiastes to me. I understand how you got there.
I was going to quote Matthew, actually.
1924?
No, 624. How do these people know this by memory?
Actually, that's a great way to illustrate my point.
I'm not gonna read Latin. There should be a translator button here. Poor girl kicked from her job, doomed Yuri, victim broke. Don't care, still don't care. I don't know what you're referring to, but you're talking about the hypocrisy, I think. Or at least they're showing a bit of... It's like you gotta follow the rules, but nobody really follows all of them, and that doesn't make them any less Catholic. I mean, that doesn't sound that bad. It's just that the people in charge don't see it that way.
You'll be not able to serve God and riches.
Mammoth? Mammon? What is it?
Mammon is riches.
Yes, I suppose. A demon of riches.
You think Mammon is a being? You don't think it's a metaphor?
What's the difference?
Good answer, actually. Anyways, we both agree then that you cannot worship money and God.
Who the fuck worships money? I'm so confused. Of course.
But we are nuns. We tend to the poor, theoretically at least. Would it be wrong for the poor to covet money?
Covet, I think, is a strong word.
But they are poor.
And they're poor because they lack a lot of basic needs for survival. It's just that money is where they need to go to get those things. Billionaires worship money and Mr. Krabs. What? Your Latin should be as good as your Russian. Believe you can do it. I'm not gonna try to read the Russian. I'll end up summoning something by accident.
Poor exists because rich exists because poor exists. They're opposite ends of a spectrum that governs their day-to-day lives. How could a poor person not covet money? Food, clothes, shelter. The things provided by lords who have a lot more money, which is provided to them by kings who have even more money.
So you're saying that everyone worships riches? Nobody is truly Catholic?
No, I was saying that money is an essential as air to people who want to live in this world. And when money is scarce, the church provides for them. We provide for them by extension. You know, money is evil. You understand the inequality money inherently causes and the ways in which the Bible describes this. Yet, if you were to leave tomorrow, if you struck out on your own to live a life in London or what have you, how would you without money?
This sentence fried my brain.
What would you ever provide for? Who would ever provide for you but the church?
I'm afraid I don't quite understand. Same girl.
The church is air. If nobody here was Catholic, none of them could breathe.
That's a very big stretch that you got there. I didn't really know what to make of this. Eustace had certainly practiced this expression of her worldview, but I didn't fully understand what she was talking about. Partially because I was still slightly dazzled and over emotional, but more because it sounded very convenient. This was a very dim view of the church and faith.
Does that make sense?
I understand what you're trying to say at least.
Well, I'm glad I did some justice at least.
Hedwig can find the sugar daddy. No! Poor Hedwig, no, don't listen to chat, no.
Catherine's vision was a lot clearer.
That was something Catherine said?
Paraphrase, but more or less. Catherine could talk about 3 times longer than I could on the subject. Most subjects, to tell you the truth. I tend to ramble.
I will have to think about all this. It is a most interesting opinion for an abbess chronicler to hold. Eustace had turned to walk back to her own desk.
Like I've already told you, Catherine was a very interesting person.
I should have liked to have met her.
Hmm.
I mean, you met her, kind of. She sat back down at her desk and began working in her ledger. Ledger again? What the fuck is the ledger? The same old Eustace had fully returned. It's a shame her chronicles are gone. Then I could learn a lot from them, it sounds like. Yeah, but why did they get rid of them? What happened? That's not correct. I picked up my quill and began writing. This conversation had certainly been illuminating. Inspiring even, although not in the sense that I wanted to write like Catherine. To tell you the truth, I couldn't believe Eustace was relaying whatever Catherine's opinion had been fairly. It certainly did nothing to shake the idea that I was in the midst of a group of Cerebates rather than Benedictines. So I felt that for now, I should chronicle things in as uplifting and holy a manner as I could. Ledger is a book then. Ah, why doesn't she say a book then? I would log the daily activities, liturgies. Wait, am I falling? Wait, I'm still sad. I didn't realize that. Oops. I'm a cabisa, man. How long have I been streaming? Not for 2 hours, but I have a feeling that I do need to stop as soon as we finish the second chapter, because I don't know if it was from doing Eustace's voice or not, but I'm getting very tired of speaking. And I did start the stream 1 hour early, but that's because I wanted to read. I wanted to read more chapters. I wanted to read as many chapters as possible, but I ended up having tech issues, and then I wanted to spin the wheel as well. It ended up being most of the same progress-wise. I would log the daily activities, liturgies, meal times, and so on, and I would highlight the godly deeds I witnessed throughout the day. A ledger is usually a book specifically for financial accounts. Ah, interesting. I reasoned that this would be healthier than listening to the decidedly ungodly things I noticed. I would search for the positive, as it were.
Are there any letters I need to transcribe in here today?
Oh, that's Hedwig. Fuck. Fuck, I really need water. Outra vez. Para! Shoo! No! Ow! No! No! Sunny's getting a white mask. I'm getting sad. I don't want to think about it. Fofo. You still act like a baby though. Are there any letters I need to transcribe in here today?
Not today, no.
Does much mail come through here?
Loads.
Who for? Eustace peered at me over her glasses witteringly. Most everyone, I should think.
There isn't much else to do here.
I think Eustace is getting annoyed again. Let her be, let her be. Who writes the most?
You're being nosy.
I'm just curious. You never know who has the gift for writing.
It's Katrine, if I had to guess. Katrine, one, she's very popular,
Really now? How interesting.
I suppose. There's no accounting for taste.
Sick. I thought it crossed my mind.
Are
Are you sure there's nothing I could help with? Are there any letters that Katrine 2 was supposed to sort? I could take a look. If there were.
There are not.
Hola, Muna! Muna has opened the door! And she has not closed the door! She has a huge ass! Hey, Muna! Nada que mais, Sunny! Opa! Ah, she came here to drink water, okay. Where are we? Damn, the BGM is really low now.
I've already taken care of any unopened mail in Katrine's possession.
Let me raise the volume. A little bit here, a little bit here. There you go. I've already taken care of any unopened
Mail in Katrine's possession.
I see. In that case, I think I might be finished. Eustace rose from her chair and walked over to mine. She leaned over my shoulder, holding her spectacles against the bridge of her nose. She read aloud.
10th November of the year of our Lord, 1482. The hours reserved in the morning and evening liturgies. Luncheon was held in the rectory, as was supper. We actually had breakfast as well, but I suppose you weren't there for that.
Oh, breakfast before liturgy?
Sometimes.
Muna! Now she wants out of. T-shirt. Passa.
Oh, baby!
Cheiroso. Okay. Sometimes. I don't know what liturgy is, but it might be some kind of reunion or something.
Vacant position of dearly beloved chronicler fulfilled.
Rest in peace. That's nice, she said. By myself. What? A kindness? I'm so confused.
A kindness was visited upon me by Sister Moira. What was that?
Well, she prayed with me in the bathhouse when I was feeling lost.
Well, if it mattered to you, is that all you're writing?
For now, I think. I'll probably go a little longer as I find my footing.
Fair enough. Katrine would fill a whole page, that much I can tell you.
A full page for each day?
Yeah, sometimes more. You don't have to do it that way, of course, but you were asking about what her writing was like.
No, that's very helpful. Well, what now?
I have work to do still. You can do as you please.
I think I might walk around and check in some of the others. Time to be nosy again and investigate. Maybe I can fill up pages hearing what others are accomplishing.
Not a bad idea.
I stood up to leave. Before I could step away, however, Eustace gripped me by the shoulders. She looked into my eyes with a gaze even more serious than the one she'd used in the garden. Oh my god, I'm scared, bro. What does she want?
I need you to promise me something, Hedwig.
Yes?
Never go wandering around back there on your own. Can you do that for me?
Back?
Into the bookshelves. Now without me.
I don't understand. She squeezed my shoulders even tighter.
You can borrow anything you want from the library, of course, but I can't have you going back there without my assistance. Or better yet, just go ask me to get what you need for you. My organization system is precarious. Does that make sense?
Not really.
Some books here are very, very important and very, very valuable. I'm sworn to protect them, and my organization system is, well, precarious. As you have seen, it'd be a weight off my mind if I didn't have to worry about anyone else rummaging around back there.
Of course. I shan't touch anything.
Thank you.
It's not like she's hiding her Yuri collection or anything. It's more like if someone touches her things, she won't be able to organize them again. Like me, if I have all my shit over the place, but I know where everything is at the same time. But if someone moves it and then I don't know where it is, ask me about the rubber band. I know I have one in my cup. Ask me about my pens. I have them around in my desk. Duct tape, random pills, everything. Just don't touch my shit. Let me assure you, as the door closed behind me, I felt a flare of embarrassment. I was just treated like a total fool, I thought. I had half a mind to turn back around and tell Eustace to stuff her sentimental stories about Katrine and show me the sword under lock and key. I didn't, of course. Why do you care to look at the sword? Go look at her books instead. And thank goodness for that, honestly. No, I won't explain what I mean just yet. Let me tell you something about the chronicler position. What do you mean? Wait, what do you mean? I had half a mind to turn back and tell Eustace to stuff her sentimental stories about Katrine and show me the sword under lock and key. I did it, of course, and thank goodness for that. Oh my god. She's narrating the past. That means that something happened when she saw the door? The sword. What could have been? We're gonna see the plot thickening even more. Oh my god, my neck hurts. Let me tell you something about that chronicler position. It might have taken a fair bit, but it did teach me a thing or two about spinning a good story. There she gets the experience. Anyway. Okay, this is second chapter. Let me save here. Save over. Hi. My head, guys. I'm sorry for being such a weakling, but I don't think I can stream for more today. I talked a lot. I yapped a lot. But reading tired me a lot too. That's why sometimes I'm hesitant on making reading streams where I read. Well, I read a lot visual novels or RPGs. I don't know what Sniff's Adventure is considered. More like a puzzle game, but it does have a lot to read. And sometimes I'm concerned, what if I choose to stream this on the weekend? And I can fulfill a big enough quota of progress of the game. Meta told me to see the achievements on Steam, and I have currently 7 out of 17. So it's almost half. We still have a long way to go. I wonder if I'll take a whole year to finish this game by this step. I'm gonna switch scenes since I'm not gonna be reading more of the novel, but I wanna chat, so just a second. Okay, let's close this. Yes, I wanna quit. Okay, so how to put it? The thing is, I wished I could stream more times during the week. Even if it was like 1 hour streams. If I hold onto the yapping in the beginning of the streams, maybe I could progress a bit more on games. But my job or my internship is like super random when it comes to scheduling stuff. Sometimes I'm afraid I'll have to do something after work, or since I wake up at 6 a.m. to be there at 7 and work until 3, and then when I go home is when I go have lunch around 3 half or 4 p.m. And then I don't know if I can draw, I don't know if I can do something else in the house, you know, personal stuff. I don't know if I can play some video games. And I wanted to be able to do streams after work days, and like not be at the weird time. What if I stream during weekdays around 5? Like if I get one day and try to stream around 5. What I could is I could also do the gorilla streams or guerrilla streams where I just boop, I appear and I decide, yeah, today is the day I'm gonna stream. But I don't like to do that because then I won't be able to tell the pals in advance that I'm here, and I'm scared that people won't come. that as well, yes. What if people who are accompanying something during Saturday get sad that I managed to stream part of it during the week, and now they have to watch the VOD and they couldn't be there online? I don't know, but that's also a very small chance that it happens. Would you guys find weird if I decided to have a random stream during the week? So like, imagine when I put my schedules for Saturday, a lot of times I end up putting them from Thursday or Friday, the day before the stream, because I didn't have the time or energy, or I didn't decide what I wanted to play. What if I managed to make fucking schedules on Sunday for the next week? But then something might come up and I have to cancel a stream on the middle of the week, and that's a problem. That's why I stream on Saturdays, because nobody can bother me on the weekend. I will not allow that. So what about guerrilla streams? Saturday streams with possibility of rain. I mean, streams in the middle of the week. That could be something. I don't know what people think. So I'll have to think about it. If I want to know, I'll have to be annoying and ping people on Discord about it. Monkey stream. Not exactly monkey, gorilla. Guerrilla streams means streams that are not scheduled. Surprise streams where the person just starts streaming. Hey, I'm here now. I wonder if that would be a bad thing or a good thing, because the good thing is that I get to stream once more a week, like as usual on my average of 1 stream per week, and I get to progress more on the game that I'm having on stream. I don't know if you guys understand, but the games that I stream on Twitch and on YouTube, I don't play them by myself. So I'm playing Misericorde for the first time and I'm following the story with you. And even if I wanna follow the story, I can't, because I need to be on stream for that. Sometimes it's annoying because I wanna see the plot, but damn, I gotta wait for Sunday. What if I just manage to have a good day on Tuesday, for example, and just decide, fuck it, we're gonna be streaming now at 5 p.m. I make a thing, streaming, guerrilla streaming, half an hour. And who is there gets to be there, I guess. Is that a thing that bothers people? I wanna know people's opinions, but as I said, the chat is free to speak or gamble, and I might I might ask on Discord if I really want to have like a survey. Yeah. Well, that's gonna be it for today. Gamble. Yes, you guys gamble all the time. I see you guys with the slots here. Grrr. How do I pick you up? I can't pick you up while you're gambling. Get up. Get up. Get up. Okay. Well, I'm still glad that I got to stream today, that I got to advance on more of the story, and I'm glad that I had the opportunity to finally stream with VTube Studio on my iPhone and have bare face tracking. Yeah. I wonder if a 3D model would work, but my 3D model is shit at the moment. I haven't. She's just Dana Sora. She's not Diana Sora. She doesn't have feathers. She doesn't have a tail. She's missing all of the raptor stuff. She's just Dana, regular Dana. Thank you so much for your company, guys. I'm gonna see you next Saturday, or if I change my mind, I might see you Saturday and a stray day during the week. Bye bye, guys. Thank you.